A lot of people ask me, where do flight attendants live? A lot of flight attendants live at their home and they're lucky enough to work out of the airport closest to their home. But some flight attendants work across the country. But some flight attendants aren't lucky enough to live right by where they work, and they have to commute across the country. Let's say you live on the East Coast, but you're based out of Las Vegas. All your flights go out of Vegas and return to Vegas. You can just go home on your off days, right? Of course you can. But what if you have a trip that ends on Friday, and then you have to go back to work on Sunday? You only have like a day to go home, and that won't work. So what do you do? Where do you stay? A lot of flight attendants, especially when just starting out, stay at something called crash pads. I've lived in a few crash pads across the US, and I'm here to show you what they're like and what the flight attendant life is really like. First of all, what is a crash pad? A crash pad is a place where only flight crew lives, so either flight attendants or pilots, and they all live together. You can either have your own room, like I do now, or you can rent a bunk bed. Of course, the bunk beds or smaller beds where you're sharing roommates is a lot cheaper, but it can be kind of old, especially if you're on call or on reserve and you're constantly at home. So that can be kind of annoying. But if you have a line or a set schedule, then it might not be so bad. Crash pads can cost anywhere from $200 a month for the bunk bed style, or if you want your own room, they can cost $500. But if you're in bigger, more expensive cities such as Boston or San Francisco, it's going to be a little bit more. Here is an example of a crash pad I lived in. It was in an apartment. We all shared a kitchen. We could use any of these things. So we had microwave, stove, fridge, dishwasher, all of that. And in the cabinets, there were already plates. So these are not things you already have to buy. And it was Halloween at the time, so it was decorated. There was also a coffee maker that any of us could use. And we also could use any part in the pantry. Here's the living room. It had a sofa, coffee table, there were bar stools, and then we also had a TV we could share. Here's one of the bedrooms, the one I stayed in. It had a bunk bed and a single bed. The bunk beds were $250 each a month, so that could be very affordable. However, you are sharing a room with 2 other people. Everyone in this room shared one closet, so we had different areas of the closet dedicated to each person, and then there were also shelves in the room. This unit had a washer and dryer, and they already had detergent and everything like that, so that's not something you have to buy. And here's the bathroom shared for 6 people, so keep that in mind. If you are in a crash pad, you are sharing your bathroom with other people. So how do you pay for crash pads? Most crash pads do month-to-month lease, so that way if you change bases or if you don't like it, you can just move out the next month, or if they're nice, they'll let you move out early. Usually they accept different forms of payment: checks, Venmo, Cash App. Most don't do direct bank deposits, but maybe some do. When you first start, they will give you a contract, basically saying no drugs, no hardcore partying, nothing like that. And they have the right to kick you out if you break any of the rules. You have to prove you're a flight attendant by showing them your badge, and you're all good. How you find crash pads are different ways. Sometimes you could go in the crew room of your airline and they will have ads in there. If not, there's so much on Facebook. There are a lot of Facebook groups you can scroll through and find there. That's how I usually find mine. Or you could just go on Crash Pads 411 and find someone there, or Google. I hope this video answers any questions you have about where I'm living or where other flight attendants live. Thanks for watching. If you have any video requests, please comment them below. I'll see you soon.